All right, so it is January 22nd. It's a Friday, and I don't like making moves normally on Friday because typically, well, I don't like usually selling stock on Friday just because for some reason, last 5, 6 months, Fridays have been always down. Have been down days in the market, but I wanted to do this video and I'm going to be selling FUV, which is Fun Utility Vehicle, also known as Arcimoto. And I've bought these options. I have 110 shares of stock in this in different accounts. I have two options at 12.50 call options. I have a one call option at $10, and I have another call option at $15. So the stock ran up to $23 yesterday. It's come down. It's done a little bit of a dip. It's down to 21 today. So in the past, I have been extremely greedy and let these things keep running and running and running and have lost a good amount of money that way. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take some money off the table by selling my two 12.50 call options, right? So let me share my screen. I'll show you how this works. All right, let's get rid of that. All right, so here's my account here now. If you haven't watched the video on how call options work, basically what happens is one option is 100 shares. All right, let me just refresh this so I can get the best price here. Come on. And so one option is 100 shares of, I don't know why this is acting all weird, but so when you buy a call option, that means you think it's going to go up, right? And you have the option. So with this option here, is the one I'm going to be selling. I have the option to buy FUV at $12.50. Right. So I have so I can buy 100 options at $12.50, which is $1,250. Right. Now, when I bought this option, it was $3.60 is what I had to pay. So $3.60 a share, which means you got to times it by 100. So that's $360 that I paid for this option, but I have two of them. So I spent $1,200 on this option. Okay. So, excuse me, did bad math. 360 times two is 720. 720 is what I spent on this option. My bad. So now what I'm going to do is you'll see because this price of FUV has gone up, it's now up to $21. When I bought it, it was a lot lower than that. And so I was doing a call option. So now I'm going to get to sell it. Now what I could do is I could wait until this option expires, and let's say it keeps going up. I could buy at 12.50, and let's say it was $30. I could immediately buy 100 shares at 12.50, and then sell it at $30, which would be $3,000, and I make that profit. But with a call option, you have a time component in there. So so you'll see my profit right now, my total gain is $1,100. So the total value of this, if I sold these two at 9.45, which is now the value of my option. So I'm going to sell the option. I'm not going to sell the shares. I'm selling the option to buy those shares at 12.50 to somebody else. Now, somebody else buys it and they decide they could sell the option again, but they're going to buy it at 9.45. I'm selling it at I bought it at 3.60, so that's my profit. So the value is 1870, but from the $1,870, you have to subtract out the $720 for me purchasing these two options, which is why my total gain is $1,148. All right, so we understand that. So I've made 160% on my money. I'm happy with that. Now, as you see, I still have a $10 call option here, which I'm not selling today. And in some other accounts, I have some other options. So, so let me go to this. I'll show you what we do. I'm going to close this. I'm not going to add to it. I'm not going to roll it over into something else. I'm just going to close it. and it should calculate it. Put that in there. And I'm going to put the call. I have 2 of them. All right, see, while I'm talking, I lost a little bit of money. It was at 21.10. Now it's at 21.08. Better sell this thing fast. So, all right. So I am going to, now you can sell it at a limit price. If you sell it at a limit price, you see, this is the ask 960, the bid is 910. So that means people are willing, the bottom number is 910. So I could sell it at 910. If I put market, it's going to automatically do 910. All right, so 910 times 2 times 100. But you know what? I think it's going to come up a little bit more. So if you really want to sell it, you definitely want to sell it at that moment. You do the market price, you're going to get the worst price out of here. But what I typically will do is I will do a limit price and I will split these 2 numbers. So I'll do it at 9.3. It's a little high. So you see this is 1858 is what I'm selling it for, as opposed to 1811. So I'm going to put it in for, I'm going to do good for the day. I want to sell both of them. So it's going to be all or none. So somebody has to buy 2 of them. If I did it, actually, no, I'll click it off. You can put that on or off. If you click it on, that means it means people have to buy 2 of them or none of them. So I'm okay if somebody buys 1 and leaves the other one, it doesn't get sold. So I'm okay with that as well. So I am going to not take too much longer for this price drops again. I'm going to preview the order. All right, so this is good for the day. I'm going to place that. All right. Now, because I did a limit, now if I did a market, it would be sold immediately, or pretty close to immediately. So because I did a limit, it's going to, there's a chance I got to come back and check. So if I do view order, oh, it was already executed. So people really wanted that one. All right, so I've already sold it. So let me go back to my portfolio. Should have put a price a little higher. Yeah, see, it went up. That's why it sold so fast. Went up to, remember it was, so little things moving along as we're going. So I want to go back to my portfolio. Come on. Okay, back into the Tweety stocks. And it should be gone now. It's very slow today. Yeah, so see, I sold it, it's gone. And there you go. So so it made $1,100 on FUV. So that's selling a, you want to make sure when you sell, I didn't even remember if I said it or not, but you want to do a sell close. All right. So you don't want to do a sell open, just an important part there if you're working with stocks. So, so there you go. Selling some FUV. FUV is a great company. It's just looking it up. I'll probably do another video on it. Arcimoto, they make the fun utility vehicle. It's an electric delivery type of, well, it can be a fun car, but it can also be for police. It can be, basically looks like a 3-wheeled car that's open to the outside. So it's like a cross between a car and a motorcycle with 3 wheels. So that's it. That's all I got for you today.